up, guys? This is Luke Ellis here for Heart and Soul Disc Golf. Let y'all know what I'll be throwing for the 2026 season. Through work and family, I don't get a lot of time to play, but when I do, these are the go-tos here. Start off with putters, traditionally. For the longest time, I stuck with just dynamic judges, and I thought I'd mix it up a little bit after putting last year with pixels, and I kind of met somewhere in the middle with the micro bead and the judges, with the EMAC judges. They're fairly reliable. I have always had two putters that kind of look different, so one would feel better in my head. I guess it's a mental thing, so now I can just grab either one. I don't really think about it anymore. The less time you think, the better you do, Instinct's usually right. Throwing putters and approach disc, best thing I could ever recommend is a range. Range is it's dead straight, point shoot. It handles wind. For all you bird lovers out there, this is the MVP equivalent. Just a little more, I guess, straight would be it. This, for somebody with a bigger arm too, for something to just fall out of the air, this is ideal, perfect. And then, everybody, their mama, their sister, zone. Got to go with the zone. If you just need something that's reliable, gonna forehand, backhand, if you know anything about your disc, this is the one that's gonna get you the closest. Like for approaches, I'll throw it off the tee a couple of times, but mostly if I'm in any kind of a pinch, I'll stick to a zone, just because I don't know, something about it. Probably about the only disc craft I'll even bag too. Next, for more of my forehand approaches, I'll stick with the tempo. I don't forehand a lot, but this is where this comes in. This is my workhorse. Because whereas this one, the zone, is reliable on its fade, the tempo, it just gives me that touch more push before it fades out. So if I need a little more distance, I'll stick to the tempo. And then my favorite disc of all time, Star Mako. I don't know, I started with Ultimate Frisbee before I did anything else, and for me, having something that was just 0-0, this was every bit of Ultimate Frisbee that I could get in disc golf, because this is the disc I learned on. I used to grab this back in 2013, 2014. I would just go play a whole round with it, just to learn how to throw different angles, different releases, and I would back this. And this is a actual original Star Mako, not a Mako 3. So, a little throwback for you. Next, we'll get to our mids. I have switched in the last year.
Is a Mako 3 a Mako a putter?
Huh?
Mako a putter?
It's more of an approach. It's a mid,
okay.
But it's a mid-range.
Okay.
But since it's 4 or 5 instead of the 5-speed,
okay,
more of approach in my opinion.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it is a mid. It's always been advertised as a mid. Because of the 4-speed, I keep it with the zone and the tempo.
Gotcha.
For our throwing putters and mid-ranges, I almost stick strictly with MVP. Just the torque resistance feels the best. I weirdly bag them from like stable, a little more stable, overstable, and then my understable. I don't know why I do that, but the most point and shoot one right now is this Champions Cup Hex. It's the more stable run. I just got one that was the normal hexes from Heart and Soul. Check him out. He just had a bunch of posts. You can use my link code Heart Soul Luke. Yeah.
There you go.
You get 10% off, and that'll help out the store a little bit too. And he just got a bunch of stuff in, lots of stuff. So check him out and get your orders there. Just ordered one for me myself. I'm hoping it's a touch less stable than these, because as this is my favorite disc, I don't want to lose it because they don't make a lot of Star Makos anymore at all. And finding them on eBay became harder, especially in this color, because I don't know if y'all have noticed, we have a trend going on. So if I ever had one where I was risking it, I was going to bag that hex and bring it with me instead. for something a little touch less stable than this. Then we move up. Project Lab Coat came out. These reactors look beautiful. Before then, I'd never even thrown one, but for something that's just that touch more stable than a Hex and more understable than either the Pyro or the Balance, this has been great. Wind, no wind, reliable point, shoot, and just the reliable dump at the end. Now, if I need something to fight the wind, or if I'm fighting a big hook or anything like that, that's where I'll go to the Balance. That's where I'll play any kind of spike hyzer, big wide around. Or if I need a short forehand that pushes a little bit further than the tempo, I'll go to the Balance. Then we get to the understable. This uplink, I'm not even gonna lie to you, this is more of a utility disc. I have only ever found really one hole that I found it viable on, and weirdly enough, it parked it every single time. Pretty sure it's hole 10 at Central Park in South Haven. Instead of trying to shoot that right gap for a backhanded player, this I can just throw it in that big wide open left gap and it falls in every time and it's parked. If I need something reliably to finish right as a dominantly backhand player, I just, for whatever reason, I cannot figure out the forehand. This right here, if y'all have looked at previous videos, the Heart and Soul video team challenge when we're at Tiger Creek, I threw this on 15 and was 350 foot hole, and this was long for a mid-range. So a detour, I highly recommend. Perfect disc. Now we get into our fairways, and this is where things shift up a little bit. I am not a fan of MVP drivers, so I switch all in for my fairways. I have them in order from least stable to most stable. I replaced my old TL that I used to have, and I hate that I did, but I just, gotta fit the color scheme. So TL, no more gimmick than other than it's my initials, Thomas Luke. So I keep it in the bag just as like a little dumb joke to myself, like this is my initials. This one is very understable, but it is perfect for hyzer flips. So in these wooded courses here in Northeast Mississippi, this is a perfect, I can throw it and it pops up and it just rides. It carries forever. Next on that list, I got this Leopard hoping it was going to be understable, and it is not. It is fairly stable, and I'm trying to break it in to where I can rely on it to push further than the detour and reliably finish right. But I just need more time with it. I got it maybe 4 months ago. And then I've always stuck with the T-Bird. I've thought about putting an Eagle L back in the bag, but these T-Birds have always just been, probably as far as a driver goes, the most comfortable thing in my hand. Like, it feels just like it belongs. This is what it feels like. It's going to rip perfect every time, no matter what. Then we move up to the 9 speeds. Thunderbird, Firebird. Thought about putting a Sidewinder in here. I need a little less stability in my bag. Almost everything is overstable or broken in to be stable to understable. But 2 discs and need no explanations. Thunderbird, Firebird, you know what they are. Oh, also, shout out to Nate Sexton for, the Nate Sexton Firebirds, the new 2026 series in Proto Glow. Run this around here for you. I also have, sorry, I meant to throw this in there too. MVP Stasis, have they even released yet? So, ordered this one from the MVP shop because I needed something a little more reliable than the Envy as a point shoot, but with reliable fade, and to dye the air, and just that touch more stable than my range. So that's where that Stasis comes in. Now we move to our drivers. Whatever was in the bag is now out of the bag, so enjoy that. You got a phone in there. Everybody, this has been one of the most popular discs for the last 2-3 years since it released. MVP Trail is the only driver I will bag by them. But I don't know how this thing does what it does as a 10-speed, but it is incredible. You'll notice this is probably the only disc that doesn't fit the color scheme. My wife got this disc for me for Christmas our first year together because she knew I was into disc golf, and I cannot bring myself to take it out of the bag because I love her. Shout out Tara, love you. If you ever watch this, I doubt it. You're probably just listening to music on Spotify. Then we get into our 3 drivers by Innova: Wraith, Destroyer, and Racer. These are the Wraith right here, just I guess being 11 speed. It's in Halo plastic and everything, but I mean, I just threw it on 2 a second ago, and I mean, you would have sworn this was understable. Touch more stable than that. Gives me probably the most distance on a calm day is the Innova Racer. I don't see enough people talk about this disc. This is the perfect disc for anybody that's big arm speed but doesn't quite have the power to consistently turn over destroyers. This, as it's advertised as a beat-in destroyer, and that's exactly what it is. I cannot recommend a Racer enough. And then, of course, Destroyer. I mean, everybody's got one. Almost everybody throws one. And then it's in the bag right now. It'll probably come out. I just wanted to try it. They advertised the Q-Line DD3s, and I mean, it's nice, but I have not seen at all. Like, it just doesn't. I mean, I get more out of a Racer. I mean, these are nice. It feels good. I just haven't seen it do what it's advertised to do, and that could be me. Other than that, obviously got some stuff to clean the disc in here, some tiles and stuff. I have a Lucky Pine Cone in here. Once again, my wife put in my bag. Inhaler, it ain't easy being wheezy.
It ain't easy being wheezy, if that ain't the truth.
And then, this is not appropriate for things, but there is a very inappropriate joke on here. And then we got some birdie bags, and that's about it. That's, what a amateur level disc golf player has in their bag. A lot of mid-ranges. As the lower divisions, you end up playing a lot of shorter holes. I have recently moved up to MA1, so this is probably subject to change over the year because I'll probably need a lot more distance on some throws. But that's been it. Don't forget, check out Heart and Soul Disc Golf, and come and check out the Heart and Soul Tour Series this year for 2026. Lots of stuff to be won.